But first, President Trump moving to kill New York City's congestion pricing program. But Governor Hochul and the MTA pledging to fight back and already taking the federal government to court in an effort to keep the plan in place. As we say, thank you for joining us here at 5. I'm Erin LeBeau.
And I'm Candace Gibson. So the current administration rescinding its approval of congestion pricing less than 2 months since it went into effect. The Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy sending the governor a 4-page letter. You see it right there on the screen.
Yeah, in it he writes that he has concluded the plan is not an eligible value pricing pilot program and that the agency will work with the state on an orderly termination of the tolls.
I don't care if you love congestion pricing or hate it. This is an attack on our sovereign identity, our independence from Washington.
Let's get right to Pix 11's Greg Mocker. He was at that press conference and joins us now live from Grand Central right now. It seemed very fiery, that press conference.
It was. I've seen a lot of these. This one had a cheering section and applause. It's the latest chapter in this. And, you know, we've all sort of learned about transportation governing and the mechanisms of government and regulations when it comes to congestion pricing. The MTA and Governor Hochul just wrapped up that media briefing near the turnstiles. The MTA has asked a Manhattan federal court judge to rule on the developments, and until that happens, the MTA says those cameras will stay on. Here's the view down there. It was in the new section off Vanderbilt by those turnstiles. They did close off some of the areas so commuters couldn't get around there, but they wanted to make the point about what congestion pricing does. So they talked about some of the data, that ridership had been up, that buses were going faster, they say, that the number of vehicles may be down coming in, but that Broadway was seeing more people, that restaurants were up, they say. They're arguing the numbers here that congestion pricing is working. That's contrary to this letter from the U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary. He's arguing a finer point in the law. He's saying that the administration can revoke this approval that the federal government gave to allow a toll to be charged. Governor Hochul, she says she's willing to meet and talk with the president again about this to push for congestion pricing.
I actually put together a beautiful PowerPoint. It's got a lot of nice pictures. I plan on handing that to him when I see him this week. So I still believe there's an opportunity, because I never say never. I'm not going to presume that he's going to try to continue to undermine our integrity as a New York State.
The President of the United States has the ability to reverse the approval of the previous administration, and that's exactly what happened here. I had said all along that the Biden administration was violating federal law.
Earlier in this, we heard a lot of debate and discussion about the environmental impact. This does not directly address that. This is more a procedural thing, and the approval of it. The U.S. Transportation Secretary says it's just not a fair deal, cited the working people of New York. Outside Grand Central, Greg Mocker, Pix 11 News.